Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be creating a smart form for displaying the purchase order details. So at the end, we'll try to create a smart form, something like this. Let me show you the PDF file. So we'll create a smart form like displaying a logo on the screen and a barcode for the purchase order number. We'll show the company code, and we'll have the text element. We'll be having the template, a table, and the long text of purchase order details. So I will not going deeply into the coding part. So my main aim is to show you the detail like on a single smart form. How can we do how can we print the graphics, secondary window, template, table, normal text element, barcode, long text element, and also the page numbering. So as we've seen individually how to use individual component, but in this purchase order smart form, we'll see using of all these element on the same smart form. Okay, so first we'll be creating a smart style. So what we'll do first, we'll create a smart style. Okay, so in that we'll be having one like header size, let's say font 18 bold. Then we'll create font 12 left alignment. We'll create font 12 right alignment. Okay, and we'll also create one barcode font. We'll create one font for the barcode. Okay, I think this will be sufficient. Okay, let's take one more. Font 12 bold, that is left alignment. Okay, so first we'll create a smart style for all this, and then create a smart form. Okay, so for creating the smart style, go to transition code, smart forms. Here select a smart style. Let's say Z demo underscore PO1. I'm giving the name Z demo underscore PO1. Click on create. Give the name smart style for PO print. Go to paragraph format. Create node. It's a P1, and first we'll be creating the heading font 18 bold. Okay, now here we'll be doing the left alignment and give the margin as 1 mm from the left side. Go to font tab, select the font family with the font size as 18, you can see here, and also make that as bold. The style will be bold. Okay, I'm saving the local object. Now create one more paragraph format, that is P2. Give the size as name as font 12 left 1 mm. Here left alignment 1 mm. Go to font, go to highway, here select 12, save. Create one more, copy this as this, that is P3. Now here what we'll do the right alignment. Here we will do the right alignment. Okay, same font 12, but here we'll select the right alignment, and the margin will be again the 1 mm. No need of giving left alignment. Okay, so we can see that it is shifted to the right side by giving the 1 mm space. Okay, now create one more. Let's give us P4, give as font 12, bold left. I'm giving 1 mm here. Select as left alignment, halfway and bold. Okay, now first assign a default one, so we'll keep default one as P2, that is font 12 left alignment. Okay, now go to character format, create node, select C1. C1 will keep as normal first, normal font. Now create the C2. The C2 will be the barcode format, font 12, barcode C128. So how to add the barcode details? Go here, standard setting. Here in the barcode name, select the required name. So we are going with the C128A. Okay, and the font is 12. Create one more, that is C3. Here what we'll do, we'll make it bold. Okay, here select bold format. We can also select the color code if required, but here we don't require that. Now second activate. Okay, so this is we created zdemo underscore po1. Now go for the form. Here give the name as zdemo underscore po1. Give the name as po print. In the output option, first we have to select the page format. So we are going with the same DIN A4 format. What is that DIN A4 format? Okay. The width will be 210 mm and the height is 297 mm. Okay, we are going with this format, and here in the smart style give zdemo underscore po1, which we have created. Okay, in the page give as page 1, and our next page will be same, that is the page 1. Okay, now by default we can see the main window is there. Now what we'll do, the first we'll create a secondary window for the left hand side and reprint the SAP training as a company name and the website. Okay, so how to do that? Right click here, create window. Now give the name as company name. Okay, give some margin as left margin, let's say 5 mm. In the width we can give something around 100 mm. Now the upper margin will also give as 10 mm, and the height of that window will keep somewhere around 30 mm. We can change that if required. Now this is I set in the output options. We can also set the margin by going to the form painter, and we can set from here. Okay, now for the main window I am changing the size. Okay, this is secondary window and main window. We can make this small also. Okay, let's just make it small. Okay, because left hand side will be painting the company name, on the right hand side will be having a logo and the barcode. Okay, now go to main window here, click on form painter, go to general, The window type is secondary window. Right click here, create text element. So I'm giving the company name as, let's say, SAP training. Okay, I'll be making this as a heading. Okay, and below that I'm just mentioning the company name, the company email ID. Okay, so what I've done, I created a SAP training and email address. Okay, before that I forget to add an interface. In the form interface, add the purchase order number as an importing parameter. Just take IP underscore EPLN as an importing parameter. EPELN. Make this optional temporary as of now. Okay, save and activate, execute. So you can see that heading got printed. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll click another secondary window, create a new secondary window. It's a PO number. Right click here, create text element. Now here what to print? First give the heading purchase order, then the barcode number. Okay, now what we'll do, give the heading as purchase order number. Now why it is coming automatically below? Because I not set the window size, that's why it is coming down. So how to set the window size? Either go to the output options, set the window position size here, or go to form painter. Okay, this is the secondary window. What we'll do, we'll try to set here as it is. Okay, then go to form painter. Here you can see the left margin is given as 6.7 centimeter. We have to play with this actually. So our width is 63 mm here, and left is 5 mm. So this will come something around 68 mm. Okay, and upper is 10 mm. So what we can do, directly go here, make as 68 mm, and upper margin let's set as 10 mm. Okay, and height is 30 mm, and width we can set somewhere around, let's say this is 68 mm, so we'll be having just give the 130 mm. Okay, now go to text element again. Now you can see it is on the first line. Select this, we have font 12 bold. Okay, so we are making that as bold. Oh, I think we are not set as bold. Okay, we have font 12 here also. Okay, give the name as PO number, underscore heading. So we can also create the same all in same text element, or we can create a new text element. For the barcode number, I will be creating the new. Go here, the text, let's say PO underscore barcode. Now here, go insert field, IP underscore EPELN. Now this will change to barcode. Go to character format, select font 12 barcode. Okay, thank you, some space here, go down. Now change this to as normal. Now here we'll print the normal purchase order number. IP underscore EBELN. Okay, so top one will come as the barcode number and the below will come as a normal purchase order number. 7 activate the field EPELP, sorry, it is EBLN. How to change this? Double click here, go to change mode. It is not EBLP, it is EPELN. Okay, 7 check. Now you can see here is also a check button. If you click on this check button, this is for particular this text element. Okay, and this check will be for the overall smart form. If you click on this check button, this will do the checking only in this particular text element format. Okay, activate this. Let me give some default purchase order number. Some number, default number I am giving here. Activate. You can see the barcode number. Okay, we'll see why it is coming like this. Okay, go to barcode again. We'll remove this from here. Activate. Okay, that will change later. Now the first text element is not got printed. I think it is overlapping that purchase order number. So what we can do, we can give some space. Still not getting printed. Okay, let me check the font size. The purchase order number is not getting printed. Why? Activate. Oh, now you can see the purchase order number and the barcode. Okay. Okay, so let's create one more text element here. Here, create one more text element. Here, print the normal number. IP underscore EPELN. Okay, so next we'll add a graphic. So how to add graphic? Right click on the page, create graphic. Here we can select the SAP standard graphic name, that is, I think enjoy is there, the standard SAP logo. We can use that in our purchase order print. Select this color bitmap image. Now where you want to show this logo on the right hand side. So what we have to do, just select and drag and drop inside over this window. Okay, now we'll also do the shading for, we also create a border for these windows. So how to do the border? Go to our window. In the output options, here you can see the boxes and shading. Just select this. So you can see border all the lines. Okay, go to PO number also, select line size, activate, execute. Okay, so now you can see the SAP training. We can reduce the space of top side also. This is the barcode number. Okay, let me check this, why the purchase order number is not getting printed properly. IP underscore EPL and I've given here. Can we reduce the spacing from the type side? Instead of 10 mm, we'll keep as 5 mm. I will increase the height to 35 mm. Here also will 5 mm and 35 mm. Let me activate. Okay, fine. We'll see why that is not getting printed. The EBL is 10 digit we are giving properly. Okay, now next what we have to do, we have to create a template for the vendor information and the P information. So we require 4 columns, 1, 2, 3 and 4 columns. Now how to do that? We'll create that inside the main window. The first set the position of the main window. The upper margin will be, let's say, 36 mm. The left margin is the same as 10 mm. And the total width will be giving somewhere around 200 mm. And the height will give somewhere around, the total is 297. Okay, and the top one is this window width we are saying 35 mm, and the top we are giving 5 mm. This is 40. Just go here. Okay, it is overlapping. Just adjust in this way. So in this way you can see the where our windows are standing. Okay, go to form painter again. Now see that this giving upper margin is 42 mm and the height is 22.1 centimeter and is 193 mm width. Okay, activate. Right click here, create a template. This will take a little bit more time. It is not easy to finish the purchase letter printout in a short time. Okay, so this will take time actually. Now go to template. Here, go details. So we'll set this as 190 mm. Okay, now the first it as header. Okay, C1. The height will be 5 mm. We'll divide into 2 of 85 mm each. Now the second line will be, that is C2. This will be from 2 to 3. Okay, height will be same 5 mm, and divide this into 4 columns. Okay, so first column will be of 40 mm height, and second will be 45 mm, third again 40, and the fourth column width will be the 45 mm. What we have to do, we have to divide the entire length of the columns that must be equal to the total width of the template, not less than or not more than. Okay, now go to table painter again. Here you can see the first one is having the only 2 columns, and the from second and third rows are having the 4 columns. Okay, now what we have to do, inside the template, click here, select pattern, click on display frame pattern, select this. Okay, so you can see the border for all the columns. Now first we'll do the shading. Go here, add the shade, so you can see the top row in the given shade. Okay, now inside it, create text element. The first one will be the, let's say, vendor. Just give the vendor details. Now where we want to print this vendor details, in the output option we want to print the first line and the first column. Okay, again right click here, create a new text element. Here give the detail as PO detail. Where we want to print is in the first line, second column. Okay. Now, what you can do, we'll create a new one. That is the vendor ID. Inside a vendor block, we'll add ID. Okay. Where you want to print this ID? The line number 2 and the column number 1. After vendor ID, create one more text element. That is the vendor name. Go to output option. That will be the third line in the first row. Okay. Now create one more text element. This will come to the P information. We'll give as PO number. Give the output option. Now here it will row number 2 and the column number 3. Create one more. That is for the PO date. PO date. Go to output option. Again this will be the row number 3 and the column number 3. Save, check and activate. Execute. So we can see the template is created. Okay, we'll adjust this weight later. You can see the vendor details here, the ID and the name, PO number and PO date. Now print the vendor ID and name, when PO number and PO date. We'll remove this from here. Okay. Now we'll go into the coding part. Okay, first let me remove this. We'll put the display PO number below. Okay. Also reduce the width. Let's say height will keep as 30 mm. Okay. The upper margin will make as 37 mm. Now go to global definition. First let GT underscore GS underscore EKKO, that is the header of purchase order. EKKO. The type will be EKKO. Okay. Now the second one, the line item, the GT underscore EKPO, type is standard table of EKPO. Take one more, that is GS underscore EKPO. This is work area for the line item. Create one for a total now for LFA1. Let's say GS underscore LFA1, that is type. This is for the vendor name. See, finishing complete purchase order in a short time is not possible, so I'm just saving the limited content. Okay. Now we'll show the purchase order total value. Now GV underscore, let's say PO value, type, let's say DMBTR. Save, check. Now go to initialization block. Here our input parameter will be IP underscore EBELN. In the output parameter, first we will have the PO header, that is GS underscore EKKO, then GT underscore EKPO. Now work area for the PO line item, that is GS underscore EKPO. Now we have LFA1, that is GS underscore LFA1. We also have the field will display in the runtime. Now select single all from EKKO into corresponding fields of GS underscore EKKO. Okay. Now if GT underscore EK GS underscore EKKO EBELN is not initial, then first select the PO line item, select all from EKPO into corresponding fields of table GT underscore EKPO, where EBELN equal to GS underscore EKKO EBELN. Okay. Now, if purchase order header EBELN is not initial, then 100% the vendor ID will be there. Select the vendor name. Select all from LFA1 into GS underscore LFA1, where what is the vendor ID? That is listener equal to GS underscore EKKO listener. Okay, what we have selected? Incorrect nesting. Okay, select single. Okay, what we have done? We have selected purchase order header information in the purchase order line item, and we have selected the vendor number, vendor name. Now again go to template, right click, force will print the vendor ID. So what we have to print here? The vendor ID. How to let go here? Field is on off. Go to global data. Here, go to where is vendor ID? GS underscore EKKO, and the field is listener. Okay, this is the vendor ID, account number. Just drag and drop on the screen. So this will print the vendor ID. Okay, where will print the vendor ID? This will come in the row number, line number 2, and the column number is also 2. Okay. Now again right click here, create a new text element that is for the vendor name. So we can also insert field from here. Insert field, enter ampersand GS underscore LFA1, and the field name for the vendor name is name1. Okay, where we want to print this? In the row number 3, and the column number 2. So activate, execute. So we can see the vendor ID and the vendor name. Now we print the vendor name, PO number, and the PO date. Right click, create text element, go to general attributes, insert the field ampersand GS underscore EKKO EBELN, go to output option. This will be the line number 2 and the column number 3. Now this is column number 4. Create one more. Go to general attributes. Here we print the PO date, GS underscore EKKO, that is ER date. Go to output option. This will be the row number 3 and the column number 4. 7 activate. Oh, this is EAE date, not ER date. Go to change mode, enter as AE date. Now 7 activate, execute. You can see the PO number and PO list get printed. Now below this, we will add text line. Okay, how to add? Now this is a template. This will finish the template. Now close this template. Right click, create a text. We want after template actually. Yes, right, after the node PO template. Okay, just enter here, dear sir / madam, kindly delivered the below mentioned items as soon as possible. Okay, so this is like immediate delivery items. So after getting the PO, immediately we require the delivery for those items. Okay, to give a space between the new table or text element, just press enter here. Now we'll create a table. Create table. How many columns we require in table? The first serial number. We're printing the material code in the description, the same column. 2, this quantity 3, unit measure 4, net price 5, and the total price is 7. So we got 7 column. Okay, go to detail. Now total length we will be dividing into 190 mm. Okay, in 190 mm we have to do that. So first create a header line. Now let's give for the first one is a 20 mm. Now for second one let's give 50 mm. This is 50 and 20 is 70. Now we have 120 mm with us. Okay, what we'll do, we'll make the 60 mm. Then the quantity will be, let's say, between 30 mm, and the unit of measure will be 10 mm, and this will be, let's say, 35 mm, and the last one also be the 35 mm. What we have to do, we have to divide this 190 mm of total width of the table into each column. Okay, just check table definition is correct. Okay, now copy this, paste here, give the name as item. Okay, now last one, that is the footer. What we'll do, we're creating only 2. Okay, so what we'll do, first one will be 155 mm and the last one will be 35 mm. I will show you why we are doing like this. Save, check. Name of the internal table. Okay, so now there are two options. If you're creating a table, either you can go for the static one or the dynamic one. So here we'll print the GT underscore EKPO, GS underscore EKPO. Now again go to table, go here, select pattern, click on display frame pattern, click this. So this is taking shade for by default for all the columns. Remove all shades. Okay, now what we have to do, we'll give the shade only to the header. Okay, only for the first line. Only for the header line we want the shade should be appear. Select by pressing the control key. Go to shade, select the required shade. Okay, now with the header, right click, create table line. First select the header. So based on the number of columns, we can see the 7 columns here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got 6, I think. Then go to table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Let me check here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. We have to click 6 column only. Okay. Right click. Create text. The first is the serial number. The second one is the material code and description. Material code slash description. Third one is the quantity. Fourth one is the unit of measure. Unit of measure. The fifth one will be the net price. That is the per unit price. and the last one is the total price. This is the header line we have created. Now go to main area, create table line. Here select the line item. Okay, now we have made the loop. Where we have make the loop GT underscore EKPO into GS underscore EKPO. Okay, so we'll be getting the each according to GS underscore EKPO. So we will print the data from that. Go to text element. The first we will print the EBELP GS underscore EKPO EBELP. Okay, now in the second line we'll get the material description and the material code in the same row. Now make field is on off. I'm showing all the possibilities like how to add the fields using this standard concept and also from this way. Okay, go to global definition, GS underscore EKPO, just drag and drop on the screen. What is required first is the mat. Second, we require the material text. Okay, drag and drop on the screen. Press enter. This will come below. Okay. Third one is the material quantity. So which will contain the material quantity? The menj. Okay. This is the menj. Drag and drop on the screen. This is the material quantity. Then we'll enter unit of measure. Right click, create text, select this means on the screen. Okay, now we have to print the unit price and the total price. Okay, right click here, create text, select its unit price. For the last one, right click, create text, drag and drop this net WR. Okay, save, check, no error, activate. Click on test button, execute. So it's giving the error reference field GS EKPO net WR is unknown. So what we have to do for the currency and quantity field, I have to convert that into the text format or better, or mention this on the global definition in the currency quantity field. Here GS underscore EKPO net PR, copy the same here, currency, and we have GS underscore EKPO, that is net WR, copy the same here. Currency in quantity field we have to mention here. We also have the quantity field, so before getting error, mention that too also here. Oh, what I've done, sorry, what I've done here. Can you go back? No, come again. Go to global definition. Okay, EKPO, that is net PR, copy this here. Second, take the net WR, the same here. Third one will be the menge, MENGE. This is the quantity field. Save, check, activate. Menge, MENGE, menge. Save and activate. Now execute. Now you can see the values are printed here. So this particular PO I think is having only single line. Okay, so now what we'll do, go to interface tab. Oh, this is the problem actually. EBLN, the type is EBLN. Okay, execute. Now you can see this. EPLN for 40%. Go to initial. Why the data is not coming? I don't understand. Sorry. Where I forgot to write the very clause here, where EPELN equal to the IP underscore EPELN. The very first point I forgot to mention. I forgot to pass the purchase order number there. Okay. Now you can see there are total 8 line items. Okay. Now what we'll do? Just sort the data. Actually, it's not coming properly. Sort GT underscore EKPO by EPELP. Now also we'll make sum of net WR. How to do sum? I have shown you in the introduction session. Go to calculation. We require a sum of field GS underscore EKPO net WR in the field GV underscore PO underscore value. Okay, when we want to do sum, after loop. Now where to print this value? Go to footer, right click here, create table line, select footer. You can see only 2 lines. For footer we are given only 2 lines. Select a text element, go to general attributes. Here will display on the right hand side. Okay, select this also, select the text, insert field, enter the field name GU underscore PO underscore value. Now this is again the currency field. So go to global definition. Here quantity currency field, mention that value GV underscore PO underscore value. Save and activate. No error. This is the information message. Now how to remove information message? Just add this field into initialization in the output parameter GV underscore PV underscore value. Now save and activate. Okay, that error gone. Just execute first. Okay, now you can see in the footer the total value, that is the sum of all these line item, is showing here at 1,16,000. So you can see here on the first column is a serial number, line item number, then the material code is material code and the material description. Okay, this is the material code is below and the material description I have shown upper side. Okay, the quantity, unit of measure, price, and 28,593 is total price. Now how to validate this? Just open the same purchase order number in ME23N. Go to ME23N. Here open the same purchase order number. This is line item 10. Okay, this is short text 3121, material code and the pend. We are having same, the item 10 PU pend and the 3121. And what is my total quantity? Is the 94 liter. 302 is the net price, and the total price is 28,593. So you can see here 28,593. Okay, so in this way we have shown the line item details. Now what we'll do, if you see in the purchase order at the item level, at the line item level, we have the text element, item text and the info code text. Okay, so we'll print this long text. We'll print this long text where in the purchase order details. Now we should know what is the text ID of this element. So how to formalize? Double click here first, then double click inside this block. Go to header. Here you can see this is the text name, that is combination of purchase order number and the EBLP. The text ID is F01 and the text object is EKPO. Now we'll see how to print this long text which is at the line item level in the PO, in the smart form. Now how to do that? Now as we know, the purchase order number is of type 10 and the EBLP of type 6. So declare a variable gv underscore id of type 16, sorry, char 16. Okay. Now first create a text element. Here the item text. Okay, we are printing the item text here. Now as that is at the item level, the first we have to make a loop. Okay, so add a loop, right click here, create flow logic loop. Again this is at gt underscore ekpo. Now inside the loop, first what we have to print, the material ID, material description only we print. Insert field. Okay, let's print material code 2, that is gs underscore ekpo eb, that is the matna. Okay, slash with the material description. So I don't remember the field name for the material description. Go to global definition, GSEKPO, drag and drop on the screen. Okay. Now what we'll do, add a code line for the concatenate of the PO number and the line item number. Here add a program lines. Our input will be gs underscore ekpo and the output will be gv underscore id. Okay, here clear gv underscore id, concatenate gs underscore ekpo ebln and gs underscore ekpo eplp into gv underscore id. Okay, now again right click here. Now we have to print the long text. Again select the text element. Now here we will select include text. Now here in the text name, pass gv underscore id. Our text object is ekpo and text id will be f01. The language will be en. Select this checkbox, no error if no text exists, to avoid the error if there is no text. Okay, save, check and activate, execute. The long text is not coming. Let me check that. It's printing only the line item numbers. Let me check the gv underscore id. Here we have to give the ampersand because this gv underscore content the PO number and item number. To avoid this error, go to initialization and just add gv underscore id here. Save and activate. Now you can see first line is the material code in the description, and the second line, for the second line onwards, it is showing you the description, the long text. Okay, now from here, for line item, this line item, there is no long text. So we'll just check in the purchase order number, MA23N. This line item 10. For 20, text is there. 30 is also there. Go down for line item 70. For the line item 70, this is not there. Okay, but what we can see, for this info record, at all the line item, the text is there. Okay, so instead of item text, we'll put the info record text. So only the ID will be changed. Go to header. The ID is F02. Okay, again go to smart form. Here what we'll do, we'll just change the ID. Seven activate. Oh, it is not coming. Let me check. Okay, so I will check why this F02 is not getting printed, even the ID is same. Okay, for the info record is not getting printed, even though we're passing the same ID. There is no different rule for this actually. We just have to pass the ID and the object name and the text ID, text name. We're passing EKPO F02, but it still is not coming. I have to check that. So timing will go with the first, that is item text. This is the name, language EN, ID F02, object EKPO, but it still is not coming. Okay, so let's continue with the first one this time, that is for the item text. Okay, so we'll continue with the first one. Now what we'll do, okay, just change this to F01 again. Now we'll add the share lines for this shading. Go to output options. Here, add the lines. Okay, so for every new line, we'll be having the box over there. Okay, execute. Go down. Okay, so you can see the lines for every new line items. We can also add the lines to this thread. Okay, let me remove this. Add the border to this text element also. 7 activate. Execute. Okay, so we have to add some conditions here. If the text is not there, don't print this. Okay, but we can see the text element here. Okay, temporary will change the purchase order number. We can try some other purchase order also. Go to interface. Let me give other number to check whether the data is coming or not properly. Okay, this contain only 2 line item, so you can see 2 line item here, total value and the item text. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll add the page number on this screen. Go back. How to add the page number? Now right click, create a window, go to form painter. This is our main page, right? What we'll do, we'll reduce the size of main page. Drag and drop this window at the bottom size after the main window here. Okay, here we'll print the PO number, the page numbers. Go to form painter. You can see the upper margin is 249. Okay, so we have the 297 mm. Just increase this, will go till 280 mm, the per height mm, and height will just keep as 5 mm. Let's make the width as 80 mm and the left margin, that give as 130 mm. Okay, this will also work. Right click, hit text, here get the page number. Now how to add the page number? This is very simple. Here go to system fields. In the SAP S5, the form pages, this is the page number and total pages. Okay, so drag and drop on the screen, enter slash, and form pages, drag and drop on the screen, activate, execute, go down, so you can see the page number. Okay, this particular PO contains only one page. If you have more pages, we can also see that. Okay, so in this way we have seen how to create a purchase order printout by using the different secondary windows, graphics, barcode, template, text element, table, also the long text, and also the page numbering. Okay, in the next session I will try to sort out this issue, that printing out of info record. Also will add the conditions if this text is not there, then print the record. That we'll see in the next session. Okay, so finishing purchase order in a short time is not possible, so I just try to highlight the important points of creating the purchase order smart form by showing you in a common smart form how to use graphics, secondary window, template, table, normal text element, barcode, long text, and page numbering. Okay, so remaining part we'll see in the next session. Thank you.